Hello, Bella. I'm going to now make you the presenter. Not sure if you want a screen share. If not, I'll go to show your YouTube channel and take a look at some Bitcoin. Hello, hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Okay, thank you so much for coming here today, Bella. You know, I've been to your YouTube channel, and you know, I'm one of those baby boomers that's having a hard time wrapping my head around crypto. And when I see when I see how obsessed, you know, people like you are with blockchain and crypto, it does make me want to learn. So I'm wondering what you were doing maybe just prior to getting involved and calling yourself Bitcoin Bella, and what drew you into it. What was the experience that made you a convert into crypto?
Sure. Well, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, very good, very clearly.
Great. I'm actually a licensed lawyer in the United States, and I've been practicing for over 10 years. I had a corporate job, yeah, for a very long time. And in early 2017, I quit my job and became a partner with my friend at his law firm. At that time, he told me about Bitcoin and all the aspects about it. I don't know if you want me to go into it, or if you know about it, the immutability, basically the peer-to-peer technology, unbanking of the banking of the unbanked, excuse me,
right.
And just all the different interesting aspects that go into it. So he said,
what was the most appealing to you out of that whole group? What really grabbed you?
It was the opportunity to own your own, like have your own money. It's kind of interesting because I'm very passionate about my parents moving over to the United States. We're immigrants from Vietnam. And at the time that, the war happened, they escaped from Vietnam. And but during that time, right before they were able to escape, fiat money wasn't working. Right.
Okay, so you lived through a currency crisis.
Yes, my family.
Okay, so that that could kind of leave a real deep impression and mistrust that just like the government says, the full faith and credit of the U.S. government, those are just words to you.
They are. I mean, I do have faith in the United States fiat money at the time. But I heard about different countries like Venezuela and other places that are in crisis, and I do think it's important to be able to have your own, stash, be it gold or whatever, And I just thought that Bitcoin was very interesting, so that was the most important aspect in my mind at the time.
Okay, so do you think you could arrange for a yuppie, a guy like me, to have my wallet made of leather? So that I feel more comfortable.
You bet. I do understand.
Carrying a wallet around.
Yeah, I'm such a newbie still and I'm not a technical person at all, and that's why I think that I've been making these videos on my YouTube channel, because they're basically saying, like, I'm not a techie person. I don't know really anything about trading, or I didn't start knowing anything about trading, and tell me how to do things like a paper wallet. I mean, do you even know what that is? Like, I still don't. Yeah. And
you have one? I mean, you have wallets, though, right?
Yes. I mean, there's. Yes, I do.
What's it look like?
Well, what you do is you end up putting your secret codes like onto paper, and a lot of people put them onto a hard wallet, which is it looks like just a little like electronic piece. I mean, I'll do a show on it and show you how to do it, and
I think for novices like me that maybe just want to check it out and have it, and because I've also heard some stories like this guy that I teach trading to and mentoring, his son lost, I don't know, about 580,000 got stolen from him.
Yeah.
How
that's a problem right now.
Yeah. How do you protect yourself from that could be such a life-changing event, especially if you really got aggressive and, you know, believed in it and wanted to have the portability. I like the portability of it. So basically you're saying a wallet is something that's kind of like the little things that you put in your computer that's like a memory card or something like that.
Well, there are wallets that are online. A lot of people lose their money by leaving them on exchanges. Bitcoin itself Bitcoin itself is very secure, but if you leave it
So
in private
he left. Okay, so those are the only losses that you're hearing about, because I talk about, you know, not leaving a lot of money on unregulated exchanges. You don't have to have any experience in crypto to know that's not a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
there's other ways that people can steal from you, and I've actually, you know, there's a bunch of ways, but the safest thing that you can do is take your Bitcoin or take your other cryptocurrencies and put it on your Ledger or your Nano S or whatever other kind of cold wallet or other wallet, like offline. So if you leave it online, if you leave anything online, you know, just expect that it's going to be gone. Exactly.
Okay. All right, that's great advice. And you're going to do a video about this so that a neophyte like me could learn how to do it. And
I will at some point, yeah. And I'll ask all the questions that people are afraid to ask, because I don't mind looking stupid.
Yeah, you know, yeah, isn't that something? You know, I say this, and you could use the line. There's no such thing as a silly question, only silly answers. You know.
I agree.
So Bella, you've been in this. You were here for the euphoria of an $18,000 Bitcoin. What's it been like, and how have people that really, you know, might have some price sensitivity, and, you know, it's hard for me just to say, well, buy something anywhere, because I am price sensitive and I can read a chart. So what's it like out there a year later after the high at 19,000? How are people handling a bear market? I know there have been previous ones, but this is a pretty big one, especially if you got caught being a buyer sharply higher.
It's pretty bleak right now. In terms of the people that are on Twitter, that's mainly where I interact with people, is crypto Twitter. A lot of people have gone. I think a lot of people may have sold their crypto, or they're just too depressed. It depends on when they entered. In terms of like people, like my friends that asked me about it, you know, I told them about it when it was really low. And of course, they only came to me when it was really high. And I even said, like, you know, it's probably not a good time, but they call it FOMO'd in, just fear of missing out. A few of them bought it, but people who actually care about Bitcoin and the long-term idea about it, you don't care. Then, I mean, if you know how to trade a bear market, then get in, right? But if you don't, then actually, if you don't, I think this is probably the best time, because they always say for anything, right? I guess, I don't know if you guys always say it, buy it when it's low and then wait for it to go up. If you believe that it will be going up, then now's the time, because it's pretty low right now.
Yeah, so besides Bitcoin, do you have any other favorites or altcoins that you pay attention to in your universe? You cover those?
I do. I have a few smaller cap coins, low cap coins, but those are like basically me gambling to see if they're going to go up, right? Like 100x or whatever. And it's happened in the past to people. So there's those. And then in terms of like people who don't know anything about cryptocurrencies, I really would suggest looking at projects that actually have use cases, developers that are working on it, that keep you updated.
Is that called what they call a white paper?
The white paper is really just the roadmap. It's funny because, the white paper is really just a roadmap for what the coin or token is. And it's important to have one so that it can explain like what the project is. But it's basically, I don't know, there's a lot, I don't know how much you want me to get into blockchain, but there are a few projects that people are working on that will actually, I believe, will become working products that will be really useful in the future. For instance, there's like different coins and tokens that apply to, I don't know, like ticketing, like a ticket master, but on the blockchain, so that there can't be, like people stealing tickets, or like, I don't know, all the different kinds of fraudulent events that happen because they're on a ledger, right? A public ledger that you can't.
Can you explain the difference between an altcoin and a token?
A token, well, I think tokens and coins are all under the altcoin umbrella, kind of. This might be kind of wrong, but basically a token is something that will be on like either an Ethereum blockchain or some other kind of blockchain, and a coin is just like on itself a currency. So both can be used as currencies, but the coin, I believe, is merely only for currency, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
As opposed to being a blockchain where you can like put smart contracts on it. It's very complicated. So there's a lot more that goes into it. Yeah.
So let me ask you, I know this is a fairly new wave. Are there any books or people besides yourself or beginners to go to begin to educate themselves on this, so before they lay their money out, they really know what they're doing? And maybe you've read a few, or you completely self-taught on this, just living it?
I'm living it, but I have watched a lot of YouTube videos by people who have written books. For instance, I think that if you want to get into cryptocurrency, you really should just start with learning what Bitcoin is. And to do that, then one of the best people, is Andreas Antonopoulos, and he has a few books that are really good, but his videos are also really, really good. Somebody else named Jameson Lopp, he has a whole page that has updated resources that you can click on links to teach you.
I see you watch Tone Bays. I've interviewed Tone. Has Tone been helpful for you?
He is more helpful in terms of trading, I think, because he does go over charts a lot, which obviously would be good for your page. But he does also, I think, talk about Bitcoin as well. And he has like a daily news show on YouTube or something that I've seen. Yeah, so I mean, any of those bigger names are really, I think, are safe enough to go and kind of dabble in and to get your feet wet.
Since you don't trade, maybe you don't even have a favorite exchange, but don't I still have to go to an exchange to convert my dollars to Bitcoin? What's the simplest way of converting your dollars to Bitcoin?
In the United States, Coinbase is probably the simplest because they put a user interface on top of everything to make things easier. If you know how to like trade and look at a chart, then they have underneath their interface is, I think, called GDAX, and you can actually, there's like less fees or something like that, and you can put your limit order or whatever you want and see. So yeah, it's easy. There's also an application on your phone that you can get, which is called Cash App, and that app is not only for Bitcoin. It's it's like a Venmo style application where you can I think like send your friends money and stuff like that. Like not, I mean, you can send your friends fiat money. Yeah, and they
are we friends now?
We're friends now. I'll send you some if you want to try. They say that's the best way to get involved is to, send somebody a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, I tell you what, Bella, it was really, I'm so glad you came. And
I'm so happy to be on here. Thank you.
So because I'm going to make you my mentor in Bitcoin, because I do want to learn about something that, could be revolutionary. And, I want to break that saying that you can't teach an old dog a new trick.
You're definitely not an old dog to me, but I'm happy to help you with anything that I know. And if I don't know, then I'm happy to point you to the right direction.
Thank you so much, Bella. So everyone, all the viewers and people that watch the video later, you could follow Bella on Twitter at Bitcoin Bella. Don't forget the underscore at the end of her name at Bitcoin Bella. And also she has her YouTube link on Twitter. And thank you so much, Bella, for giving me and everyone listening a pretty good primer on Bitcoin and crypto.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
All right, everyone,
Okay.
thank Bella. All right, see
Bye.
ya.
Thank
All
you.
right, so that's it for our session today, guys. Let me just take a quick look at what's going on here. So here's Bitcoin. We just take a quick look, show my screen, make me the presenter. There's Bella still with us. Okay, here I am. Okay, Bella left. Okay, so here's Bitcoin. I know that price sensitive wise that a lot of people are looking for one more low around 4,000 in Bitcoin, but just take a look at, we're getting a little bit of a fade in the euro. So, you know, I'm thinking be aware tomorrow for maybe there might be some turnaround Tuesday candidates on the long side of the dollar. It might even be something like USD SEC is trying to reverse here. You have a little 3 driver here. So just a few things I'm looking at going into tomorrow. Good hunting the rest of the day, everyone. See you guys in the private chat. And remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings, or don't just count your crypto, count your blessings. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Adios.